Have you ever been told that fruit is always healthy? That if it grows on a tree, it must be good for you? Well, that's not always the case. Especially after age 50, our bodies begin to change in ways that require us to be more thoughtful about what we eat, even when it comes to fruits. You see, certain fruits that seem innocent and are even marketed as healthy can actually work against your heart health if you're not careful. This isn't fear, it's fact. And today, we'll break it down, calmly, clearly, and based on real medical science. As someone who truly cares about your health, I want to share this with you not to scare you, but to protect you. Stroke is the second leading cause of death worldwide. And in the United States, someone has a stroke every 40 seconds. And many people over 50 are unknowingly increasing their risk through a few popular fruits. Let's talk about 5 fruits that doctors warn can secretly raise stroke risk, especially for older adults. And remember, this is not about completely cutting out fruit. It's about balance, awareness, and smart choices. Let's begin. 1. Grapes, especially in large amounts. Grapes are sweet, refreshing, and incredibly easy to snack on. They're often kept on the kitchen counter or in the fridge as a quick go-to option, especially in the summer months. But that's exactly the problem, and something many people don't consider. Because grapes are small, bite-sized, and packed with a naturally sweet taste, they create what's called a mindless eating pattern. You might sit down with a bunch, meaning to eat just a few, and before you know it, you've gone through 2 full cups. That seems harmless. After all, they're fruit, right? But here's the catch. A single cup of grapes contains around 23 grams of sugar, and that sugar comes in the form of glucose and fructose, 2 simple sugars that absorb quickly into the bloodstream. That means the sweet taste you enjoy so much is also causing a sharp and sudden spike in your blood sugar levels. Now, you might be thinking, and it's a fair question, but isn't it natural sugar? That's got to be better than refined sugar, right? And yes, it's natural sugar. But sugar is still sugar, especially when consumed in large amounts. And the body processes it similarly whether it comes from a grape or a candy bar, especially after the age of 50. As we age, our body's ability to handle sugar becomes more fragile. For adults over 50, particularly those living with prediabetes, insulin resistance, elevated blood pressure, or borderline cholesterol, these quick sugar spikes can have a much more serious impact than they might have had in younger years. Here's why. Those fast increases in blood sugar can trigger inflammation in the lining of your blood vessels. That inflammation can then lead to a series of reactions in the body, including increased triglycerides, a type of fat found in the blood, and a rise in clotting factors, which over time can raise your risk of stroke. Recent medical studies have highlighted that even sugar from fruit, when consumed excessively, can lead to a rise in visceral fat, the dangerous fat that builds up around your internal organs. This type of fat is strongly linked with insulin resistance, higher blood pressure, and yes, an increased likelihood of cardiovascular events, including stroke. Now, this doesn't mean you need to give up grapes entirely. They do offer benefits. They contain antioxidants like resveratrol, which can support heart health in small amounts. The key word here is moderation. The best way to enjoy grapes and avoid the hidden risk is to be mindful of portion size. Try limiting yourself to half a cup per serving, and don't eat them alone. When grapes are eaten by themselves, they digest quickly and spike your blood sugar even faster. Instead, pair them with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a small handful of almonds or a slice of cheese. This combination helps slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, keeping your energy more stable and reducing the potential for inflammation or insulin spikes. So, grapes can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. But they're not a free food. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe in unlimited quantities, especially as we age. Making small adjustments like this can help. You continue enjoying the foods you love while also protecting your heart and brain health for years to come. 2. Dried fruits, like raisins, dates, and dried cranberries. Now, let's talk about a big one. Dried fruit. Many seniors keep raisins in the pantry or snack on dates thinking they're a better option than cookies or chips. But here's the truth. Dried fruits are concentrated sugar bombs. For example, just a quarter cup of raisins contains nearly 30 grams of sugar. That's more than a can of soda. Why is that dangerous? As we age, our arteries become more sensitive to sugar. High blood sugar spikes can lead to oxidative stress, which stiffens the arteries, encourages plaque buildup, and increases blood pressure, all key contributors to stroke. Not to mention, dried fruits often stick to your teeth, contributing to dental problems, another indirect risk for overall cardiovascular health. If you do eat dried fruits, make sure they're unsweetened and consumed in very small amounts, like 1 tablespoon, ideally mixed into oatmeal or yogurt. 3 fruit juices. Yes, even 100% fruit juice. This one shocks a lot of people. Many seniors drink orange juice or apple juice every morning, thinking it's a healthy way to start the day. But the truth is, liquid fruit is not the same as whole fruit. When you juice a fruit, you remove the fiber. And what's left behind is a glass full of rapidly absorbing sugar, even 100%. Fruit juice can cause a quick spike in blood sugar followed by a crash. And this roller coaster effect is harmful for your arteries and your brain. Research from the British Medical Journal found that high intake of fruit juice was associated with higher risk of type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, which both raise stroke risk. A glass of orange juice has about 21 grams of sugar and almost no fiber. If you love juice, try switching to infused water with slices of orange or berries, or even better, just eat the whole fruit in moderation. 4. Overripe bananas. Bananas are a fantastic source of potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure. But here's the catch. As bananas ripen, their sugar content increases dramatically. An underripe banana has more resistant starch, which digests slowly. But an overripe banana? It becomes pure sugar, up to 17 grams per banana, and that sugar hits your bloodstream quickly. Now, again, this isn't about demonizing bananas. But if you're someone who already struggles with blood sugar or weight gain, those overripe bananas could be quietly working against you. Too much sugar, even from bananas, can lead to higher insulin levels, inflammation, and increased risk of blood clots. Tip: eat firm, yellow bananas, not the spotted, mushy kind, and pair them with a handful of nuts for better blood sugar control. 5. Canned fruits in syrup. This is the biggest red flag of all. Canned fruits, especially peaches, pears, or fruit cocktail, are often stored in heavy syrup or light syrup, which are just fancy names for refined sugar water. A small serving of canned peaches in heavy syrup can contain up to 30 grams of added sugar. That's more than a donut. This kind of sugar doesn't just raise your blood sugar. It promotes inflammation in your arteries, damages the lining of blood vessels, and increases your chance of plaque formation, which can lead to stroke. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams for men. Just one serving of canned fruit in syrup could exceed that. If you enjoy canned fruit, always buy those packed in 100% fruit juice or water, and rinse them thoroughly before eating. Better yet, go for fresh or frozen fruits with no sugar added. Now let's be clear, fruit is not the enemy. In fact, many fruits are powerful allies in your fight against heart disease and stroke, especially berries, apples, and citrus fruits with the fiber intact. But when you're over 50, it's not just about what you eat, it's about how your body processes it. Becoming smarter about your fruit choices doesn't mean depriving yourself. It means protecting the heart and brain you've spent a lifetime building. Your health is worth that effort, and you don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Just start by being mindful, looking at the sugar content, watching the portion sizes, and avoiding added sugars hidden in plain sight. If you found this helpful, please take a second to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Maybe share what fruit you eat daily and how you balance your sugar intake. You never know who you might help by sharing this message. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember, every small choice adds up to a longer, stronger life. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.